Buhari appoints new chief of staff. Alhaji Issa Funtua, a close ally of President Muhammad Buhari, has given reasons he cannot replace late Abba Kyari as the president's chief of staff. Funtua, while reacting to reports that he was likely a replacement for the office of the chief of staff, said it is an insult to his personality. Speaking to BBC Hausa, the elder statesman said he should be employing people and not struggling for government appointments. The politician maintained that appointments like chief of staff should be for young people, not his age mates, adding that Nigerians should stop making caricature of public offices. He was quoted as saying, "I heard people mentioning my name to replace Abba, but I take the story as an insult instead. I have once worked with the government in the 80s, worked with white men, and also was once a minister of the Federal Republic. For someone to mention my name for that position is an insult, especially for a man who served as a minister nearly 40 years ago and out of government. I should be employing people now, not trying to struggle for government appointments. At my level and age, people should first see if I am fit to serve and see if I am strong enough and if I am up to date with current realities of governance. Even if they approach the president with my name, he knows he cannot ask me to serve at this age. For God's sake, you mean at my age I should be waking up at 8 a.m. to go to work? Abba, I am way past that lifestyle. It's for people like you," referring to the BBC journalist, "and other much younger persons. We should stop making caricature of public offices simply because of the sake of getting appointments," he said. Meanwhile, a former Minister of Aviation Femi Fani-Kayode on Monday listed Issa Funtua as a member of President Muhammad Buhari's cabal. In his piece, Fani-Kayode hinted that there were powerful people around the president. Some say he was the leader of the cabal. This is a cabal in which seasoned and skillful old war horses, ancient northern political veterans and warriors like Maman Daura, Zangon Daura, Mahamud Tunkwa, Ismaila Isa Funtua, Lawal Daura, Babagana Kingibe, and many others. Thank you for listening to this news. Wow, I salute your courage, sir. You have said it right, and that is how it should be. That is the truth. At least this is just one President Buhari's aid or cabal that I know that I've just spoken realities and the truth. You see, of a truth, the position of the chief of staff is not supposed to be a position for the aged people, but because of biasness and selfishness, President Buhari keeps appointing the wrong people. A chief of staff should be someone from the 30s, 30, 40s, just like that. And not someone from 60, 70. No, I don't buy that idea. I don't buy that idea because the person must have been very, very weak. Very, very weak in carrying out official duties. Very, very, very weak in doing what is what is required. So I advise that um, the president should look for who is right to replace uh, Abba Kyari. You see, Abba Kyari, even Abba Kyari himself, being appointed as chief of staff, it's an error. It's an error in the sense that looking at his age, yes, we know that he was active. That is the truth. But then it is an error because the office of the president overstressed the departed uh, chief of staff. I would say it that the chief of staff would have been even alive if he had not, if he has said no to the post of a chief of staff. You know, the work is so tedious and too ethic for such a person of such age. Okay, look at Alhaji Funtua. Is so blunt and very very frank. Forget about the position he must have handled in the past, or he must have been he must have held in the past. That is to him, but of his age, it's an insult of a truth. It's an insult. It's just like making mockery of him. You know, it's not proper. So the president, if looking for a chief of staff, he should look for someone of an average age, at least from 30. You know, that would be very okay. It should be someone strong enough to do the movement, to run the errand. You know, someone very intelligent, someone very very understanding, someone welcoming. Not it should be someone that is not having a biased mind. So he should carry out a due diligence study of uh, of whosoever he wants to appoint as chief of staff, because it's very very important, very very important. It should not be someone that is of of a very high age. No, 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 no. I don't buy that idea. So Alhaji Funtua is very, very right in his observation. And the same should go to whosoever that wants to any aged person that wants that President Mobari must want to choose or elect as the chief of staff replacing Abba Kyari. And Mr. President Mobile should not be biased in in this nomination. He should be very very careful. He should not make mistake. It's not a must that um it must be a northerner. I don't know why the president is becoming that biased, filling the whole government office with a northerner. Why? It's not proper. Is it because he wants he wants easy control, or is it because he's looking of for coverage? He wants them to cover him up whenever they detect any error made by him. No, 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 no. That should not be the case. So the president should carry out a due diligence study of whosoever is planning to appoint as chief of staff, and age should be very, very, very considering why doing that. So, my viewers, this is the little I can contribute concerning this issue. What's your observation concerning what Alhaji Funtua has just said? Do you think he has said it right? Don't forget to leave them behind. Click on the subscription buttons as well as bell